Welcome back to another match in the first round. This is the match between Lemonade and JJ. Now, you might be surprised as to why JJ is here, and there's no better person to explain to you exactly why that JJ is here commenting over his own match than the man himself.
We may or may not have commentary audio of the... You may or may not have had commentary audio.
JJ forgot to activate the microphone whenever he left me alone in order to comment over his match and left the building. Not only did he incur a 30-minute delay, which, by the way, apologies to Lemonade because not a device ran Hearthstone in this house till I pulled out my phone. But yes, we did the whole thing. I commented over the whole thing, and it turned out that we didn't have the microphone active.
Yeah, like
so
this,
we didn't get commentary audio.
This had like an entire Trash Bowl worth of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Which means now we are going to do it in post. And JJ's going to be here to give his own call on this.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is Lemonade bringing his Tempo Demon Hunter, Egg Warrior, Spell Druid, and I banned the Highlander Hunter. I'm bringing a Highlander Warlock, a Pirate Warrior, and as you're currently seeing, also a Highlander Hunter.
Correct.
And my Murloc Paladin, of all things, was banned.
It was banned. The Lemonade decided to challenge the Warlock head-on, which is, of course, JJ's specialty deck. We are seeing the Hunter... for JJ on bottom. He started off with the Hunter. I told him to start off with the Warrior. He decided to go with the Hunter instead. And the Lemonade picked up the Druid, and I think you felt pretty good about that at the time, right?
Yeah.
The Druid.
I said to you before, as long as he has the Druid, I should be able to win by just peating the Druid with all of my decks. Quite honestly. So I felt pretty good about him starting with the Druid, yeah. And this... I think out of all the decks that I had in this matchup, I was probably feeling least confident about the Warrior, which is why I didn't start with it. And I, of course, didn't start with the Warlock because of the surprise factor.
Surprise. Everyone expected you to start with the Warrior.
Exactly.
That's true.
But I'm my own man, goddammit.
Should have started with the Warrior. That's all I gotta say. He took some damage there by the hero power, but he wants to, of course, get rid of that thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too exciting happening here. Here's me considering the Scale Rider. I don't think I ended up doing.
It's between Scale Rider and Face Stalker, right?
Yeah, Face Stalker calling hero power, yeah. Which is what I ended up with because I was like, Scale Rider is optimally used for trades, not necessarily for face damage. You can use it for face damage, but especially since it's Highlander and not like a face deck,
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want to go too aggressive with it.
Hard.
So I think we're seeing Lemonade just ramp here. I don't remember exactly all his plays, but it's just the default play, yeah, honestly.
He could Wrath the Face Stalker, honestly. I think.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he actually did that.
He Wrath and Hero Power, didn't he?
Yeah. Cleared the board. And normally you wanna play Overgrowth on 4, but in this case it might have been a good play. Though I did end up getting all the snakes.
He got the snakes, so. And the Wrath came in. That was important, get rid of that Face Stalker.
And I think I know what my next this format is. I might have actually Scale Rider the face it there. I might have also Hero. I was definitely contemplating Scale Rider and Hero Power Zephyrus.
I definitely remember calling out the Zephyrus here and stating that yeah, you're gonna want to fill up your board here, and the Primordial Explorer is a good one. I said you want to fill up your board because Zephyrus will give you lethal soon if you do so successfully.
There is a very real chance. I thought after the match,
picked Feywing here. I thought he would go Brightwing.
See, I was thinking about it, but I was at the end of the day, I was saying I'd rather have the one that I know is going to be useful than having a chance at another good card. So I took the more consistent play. Yeah. I restrained myself there. I'm practicing when I'm preaching. Don't always pick the flashy thing. So yeah, there's a very real possibility that at some point in this match I missed the Zephyrus Bloodlust Lethal or something. So not this turn.
Not noticeably to me. Not this turn. Savage War is not in just yet.
Exactly, and so
but you're putting the pressure on to try and do it next.
Oh, right. This is when I play the Faceless. This is fun.
Yeah, you played the Faceless here. Dragonbane Hero Power not in the cards just yet.
Yeah, so I played the Faceless. I was like, you know what? I don't want to play Rock Nest, obviously. Dragonbane Hero Power is not possible, so I was like, I'm just going to waste the rush, and I'm just going to put a bunch of stats on the board.
Lemonade just doesn't get a minion down.
He could definitely play Twin Tyrant here, but it's a bit of a roll. It looks like he's interested in the Breath. Oh, right, he has the Explorer.
Yeah.
So that is...
That was a big taunt.
Yeah, that's very big. That's very useful. That being said, I do have the Poison, of course.
That is correct.
Which,
seems to he overflows. Draws a full hand.
Right. He, innovated first because of the amount of draw. And I see the thing is, I already don't remember exactly all the plays that happened, so that's kind of interesting for
I
me
don't
to see as
remember
well.
all of them, but I feel like he gets out of it here just by healing and by using some of that Moonfire. I remember pointing out it's very important to use these Moonfires, ping these Ophidians off the board because of the AoE buffs that come off of the Zephyr. So
here is Zephyr's calculating Savage Roar. Theoretically, I didn't do it, but I should have done it for sure.
Yeah,
is 10 plus 8 is 18. That's 6 off. But again, you
just push with the Dragonbane now. It seems like the very intuitive play.
Yeah,
Your same spot as you were last time.
And as a matter of fact, I said 18 damage with the other one. This was 17 damage, so it's like
much better.
It's 1 damage less, but you're not wasting your Zephyr, so great.
He goes Twin Tire and basically gambling at this point. He's going to do
Twin Tire plus Iron Bark is really good.
Yeah,
but I still have the Poison, so if he doesn't hit that, that is going to be very bad for him.
And
he does not exactly. I think I remember that. I think I remember seeing that and being like, yes.
I think he uses his hero power here to run into the 3-1, and then Zephyr just wins. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So the moment he goes below 6,
Zephyr wins instantly.
My mind goes Zephyr's Fireball.
Easy.
There's probably other ways I could have won this, but Zephyr's Fireball comes to mind. I think there might be a silence here for like hero power.
There's just Zephyrs into silence and unleash one hound. That works, but that doesn't matter. We have all swords there.
I mean, hero power would have also worked, but yeah, I want a fireball. I saw fireballs available. I took fireball.
Great Ball of Fire. JJ went up with 1-0 there, and took the W with the Highlander Hunter, which is arguably his strongest deck, I guess. On paper, at least.
I would think so. So here I'm now sitting thinking. What do I play next?
Yeah.
And I think for a split second I'm like,
and you pick it up.
I'd rather have 3 drives with the Warrior than with the Warlock.
So you're thinking, I want to go up 2-0 here. I'm going to roll him over.
Optimally.
And play Warlock. Thinking maybe he sticks to the Druid again.
So yeah, I'm playing Warlock now. I don't much care what he brings. In every matchup, I think I feel more confident with the Warlock than with the Warrior, not because it's better necessarily, but because I've played it a lot. Like back in Saviors of Uldum, when they first introduced it, when the archetype first came about, I played it. Then I didn't play it for a while, and then I played it again right after the rotation. So I definitely know this.
And he does get the Druid again.
And yeah, I get to face the Druid again, and I'm seeing Druid. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a good one.
Dude, you're happy.
Okay, Carpet I like keeping generally, and I keep a 1-drop as well.
Surprised you didn't keep Hogsteed, because it seemed like a good one.
I wanted a better 1-drop.
Yeah.
I generally don't like Psychic on 1.
As good in the Druid because he doesn't play minions on 1.
Yeah, also I just don't like playing Sidekick on 1, but I definitely will do it.
You had to here.
I'm not gonna... See, some people might pass here, but that's not my style, and also with this rather aggressively built deck, I can't really afford to.
He had the Fungal Fortunes, which was very, very strong, of course, best.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, Fungal Fortunes, okay, where's the minion discard, where's the minion discard? Oh, he drew 3 spells, really?
And he drew another Fungal Fortunes in this one too, at the point, yeah. And do you coin the Dark Lair here?
I think I do.
Yeah, I think you did.
Because...
I was talking about he's gonna coin something, Dark Lair makes more sense at this time.
Yeah, better stats, and I like the fact that I can tap next turn without basically paying for it.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, what I cannot do, of course, is also someone sneak the Vulture in there. But I was like, you know what? I like the Dark Lair.
I got it snapped off with the
yeah, I see him putting all the resources in, but like, the most I would have gotten out of the Dark Lair is 1 free tap. I wouldn't have even had any synergy with it.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm fine with it. Orc Merchant comes up,
and there's a Carpet turn.
But I'm playing Carpet, of course, with 3 mana. Makes all the sense in the world.
And you're gonna do the crazy thing where you flipped and ping the Carpet next turn for a 5-1 with Divine Shield.
Yeah. I was going to go to the play once we actually get there, but I really like to play in that situation because flipping it is very risky because you know it's going to be killed, right? There's Wrath, there's Moonfire.
With the Divine Shield?
But with the Divine Shield, I was thinking, if he kills it, he might have to run his face in there.
Exactly.
And at that point, he's taking 10 damage from 1 Carpet, and I can't not take the chance.
That's a lot of damage to be took from a Carpet.
Because I generally don't like playing Voltron 4.
Yeah.
So,
importantly, ping first, flip later.
Yeah, exactly. I ping it now so that it's a 1/5 Divine Shield, and then I switch the stats around. And I'm like, absolute worst case scenario, I basically just dealt 4 damage to him and made him use some resources. Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But of course, optimally, it goes a lot better.
Could have double innervated here for the Twin Tyrant. Would have been possible, but he has these moons.
I mean, the Twin Tyrant is not going to deal with the carpet, though.
No.
I mean, I guess in combination with the Moonfire, maybe, but Moonfire and Crystal Power comes down. I'm like, okay.
Overgrew.
You know what? He used 2 cards on it. I can't really be mad about it. And I still got the 1 extra attack on the Guardian Orc from having the carpet out. And, oh, right, another reason why I did that play, by the way, is because I didn't have any 1-drops.
Yeah.
So I said there was a good chance I wasn't going to profit a lot from the carpet. I see Knife Juggler instantly play Juggler Hawks.
Instant. And you don't discard the Vulture, obviously. You're keeping that.
No, Vulture is one of my favorite cards in this entire deck.
And it's empty. You play it next turn with tap.
Yeah, the hand is empty.
I
don't even think I play it there. I generally, oftentimes I end up keeping it for whenever I have lethal.
Okay.
Because
there's a lot of value generation there coming from.
Yeah.
From him.
Oh, okay. Obviously, let's not. Let's not just skip over what Pimp. What Lemonade is doing. Where was it?
Imagine you playing Pimp card.
I guess at this point I would have to
make it to the Trash Bowl. You have to win your championship, exactly. Good luck.
So
it was a good one.
Yeah, that was a decent 3-drop. Now, of course, I know the Vulture is going to die very likely because he has the perfect trade for it. But I was like, I'm not going to necessarily get a better turn with this.
That 5/12, I actually called back to Witchwood Grizzly when I saw that. And I was like, this is even better than that. Like, remember Witchwood Grizzly?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there looking at the taunt being like, okay.
And then the Overgrowth.
You gotta draw Zephyrus. It's very important that you draw Zephyrus.
And he's got a handful of stuff.
And I believe I actually draw the other thing that could potentially give me an out, and I draw the Discovered Warlock cards.
Right. Yes, I remember that. You actually hold on in this game. I remember this. You get the Warlock cards. You get something that deals with it really well. You get Shadow Council is what you get.
Yeah. So there's Twisted Knowledge, and I'm like, okay, I want a Zephyrus. Get something useful. So I'm looking at this, right?
Dark Lair
always play Shadow Council. I'm like,
and you got good stuff out of that.
Yeah, so
I think I got good stuff. I remember that.
I'm sitting there going like, do I really want Shadow Council? And like, the other two are not that great. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just play this whenever I don't have a good hand and I just want to do something with it. And for now, I'm like,
right.
Didn't draw anything. I'm like, I could play Flame Imp Mermy or something.
I think Council is the
play. Could play Flame Imp Rocket Augmenteer. And just go, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just playing the Council.
Well, it was a good Council. And
yeah, I mean, it ended up paying off immediately, as you'll see.
Yeah, they counseled well.
Because I get a Void Walker.
The Void Walker. 3/5 talent. And some other big minions too.
Oh yeah, that Chaos Gazer. Every single turn I was like, can I make it so that I can sneak the Chaos Gazer in? The answer will progressively keep being no. I'm playing very reactionary at this point, which I don't like with this deck.
Because you see Lemonade popping off, he's building all these huge
But I mean, I have to.
That are incredibly tough to go through at this point.
So he's just building a wide and tall board, which is nasty.
So this Druid is very good at.
Of course, the taunts very well sucked up all of the health there. And this, of course, is exactly what you want to see as a Druid. Everything's going right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we said, right? Like, when it goes right, it goes right.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about with the consistency in the tournament is when it goes wrong.
It goes wrong.
So I'm like looking at this, I'm like, I know it's Zephyrus, man.
No Zephyrus in sight. The Shadow Council was good.
I'm like, I guess I'll take some lappies.
Yep. At this point, you're close to resigning, but you do hang on, and I said this specifically here. You need the Ethereal Lackey into some removal, and you do get it.
I'm like, what is the other one going to get me?
Plague of Flames.
Plague of Flames. Great. I have a lot of small minions.
Yep.
I can do this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I like 3 turns ago, I was sitting there saying, all right, JJ was probably going to resign this soon, and he.
I generally don't like resigning these if there's no immediate
refund. You got a good chain of measurements.
The reason why it took so long for me to pick Plague of Flames is because I had to think about the number of minions that I can play and that are on the board. And the other thought I had was, do I plot twist for Zephyrus?
Yeah.
But no, I was looking at it, I'm like, after that Faceless, I should be able to make 1 million minions happen, and I did.
Exactly.
And there's like full board clear. And there's a Vile Fiend.
Right away, the Glowfly Swarm came down. I think that's when it. Did it came down? Should come down. Glowfly and the
Not certain.
And the Soul.
It's a very good play, definitely. Glowfly and Soul. I was about to say he might be playing Explorer, because I think he played it definitely at some point.
Big goof.
And this one I like Faving or the 6-drop, but Faving because you can play it this turn makes a lot of sense.
Decided to not go to Y there, which is fun.
And no Zephyrs.
And that's nothing.
And tap for Zephyrs.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's lackeys. I can make stuff happen with lackeys.
Draconic was the pick.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The pick. Or must have been the pick there for value.
Draconic and Witchy are both sensible, but there is nothing to evolve right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you can't see when I hide the thing, but I am...
The Goblin? Oh yeah, for Bitlow.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was like... So I hit it, looked at my hand, and I was like, is there something good I can do with the Goblin? And yes, I could.
That was.
And I get my health almost completely back with that trade. Also, I'm losing the Vile Fiend, but so be it. I'm now playing Control.
Correct. And that Pitler was good.
I have to.
Good pickup. And now came the Wolf.
I was about to say, and I feel good about myself at this point. I'm like, okay.
Then this came.
I braved the situation. He has more cards, so he's probably gonna have a comeback. I'm like, shit. Yeah. I'm like, there's one chance at this point. Either I can kill him over 2 or 3 turns, or he has Savage Roar and
he does the Savage Roar, which you didn't know, but I saw it and I knew at this point that it was going to be over.
I expected this to be over at this point when I saw the Glowfly Solar Fork. I'm like, I literally cannot afford to deal with this. I just go for the Gusto at this point. And I know I have a big board, and if I hit now with the 8 attack, I can win next turn. I probably won't live to see next turn, but I can win next turn, or he has to sack us in
chance. But there can
this is like the sort of like either I win or I lose sort of thing. It's like this match will have an outcome.
And the Savage Roar is an easy win for Lemonade, and he drew up at one a pop.
Yeah, I was looking at his decks and I'm like, he has Savage Roar. It's almost guaranteed. But if he does, I lose either way. So I just went for it, and somewhat disappointingly, I lost to what I thought was his weakest deck.
Yeah, and at this point, I was sat there thinking, this is tough now. JJ, for one loss with the Warlock, and the Druid is out of contention. So now he has to get that Warlock and Warrior by Lemonade's decks that seem stronger than the Druid, or seem more consistent.
The Demon Hunter and the Warrior.
And you go back to Warlock here because you're thinking, it's my thing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I have very little experience with the Warrior. I know it's not necessarily granted to bring that experience, but in this meta, I just hadn't played a lot overall, and I hadn't made more than like 2 or 3 decks.
Yeah.
Actually, probably more than 2 decks. Until I actually
start prepping for the tournament.
Made the decks for the tournament, so I didn't have a lot of time with it. And I'm like, I think I know how this Warrior's played, but I definitely know how this Warrior's
saw it a little bit being played, and then he's like, yo, I'll do it.
You know, I mean, I made the decks because I'm like, I can handle these, but I'd much rather get a hopefully comfortably easy. I keep the Zephyrs because I'm like, if I need the Zephyrs, I want to have the Zephyrs.
Yeah, I need again.
I quite like Orc Merchant on one. It's not what it's intended for, but I generally like having a 2 1-on-1.
I like this play. He went big tempo there, Battle Fiend, go, go, go.
Yeah, I was very disappointed because I'm like, oh god, I don't have anything to immediately deal with the Battle Fiend.
Here we go again.
Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That is nothing. You went Zeph, did you?
I think I went with Zephyrs. So I kept Zephyrs for like those big moments, and I ended up playing him early, and I knew this could happen. But sometimes it's just what you need. I'm like, you know, I just want to deal with this thing.
Yeah.
I want to swing the board back.
It was a good play.
I believe the reason why I took some 2 bags up there is because I was on a mobile phone.
Yeah, you're on my phone. That's not my fault. Terrible to play mobile. What can I say?
So yeah, he plays a Battle by Sheer Power. It's the only obvious play. Now, I guess I
think it dropped Carpet, huh?
I think it's Carpet next turn. Yeah. Probably hit him in the face too, because I'm like, he probably wants to take that trade more than I do.
It's not adapt time yet, so you don't need to worry about the Carpet that much.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd rather trade him in the face than take that.
It's like, if you have reasonable concern to think that the Carpet might die, you should trade, but if you don't think so on 3, it's probably okay.
So yeah, the Shadow Weaver, I believe, comes down here. Taking out the Zephyrs, which is of course my strongest attacker at that point, but I have a 1-drop on hand, and here comes a really fun turn. I like this turn a lot. So I have a Carpet, and I have 2
deuces.
Wait, no, maybe 3 1-drops here.
Yeah. I pointed this out. So and this is the Vile Fiend, right? It's called the Felwing.
Yeah, the Felwing.
The Felwing. Whenever it's at 1 cost, it gets dinged by the carpet.
So I thought about it for a second. Like, I was thinking about like, oh yeah, Sergeant on the sidekick to take out the Shadow. I'm like, no.
Get that first.
If I can get 3 attack on my thing, I can have a 1-drop Felwing and it will have Rush.
That was important.
Very important. Discounted minions.
Exactly.
Take their discounted cost.
And that way you get to clear the
See,
attack.
and this is the exact thing where me having played hundreds of games with this deck comes into play.
Yeah, because it's a niche case.
I know the interaction.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, I know this interaction from back in the day with Sea Giant, but still, same idea.
There's the I-beam. Taking it down, instantly discovering. The Lucky, that was also great because
Also
the Recruiter.
Exactly, the moment I saw it, I was like, oh, I have 5 mana, I have Recruiter, I have City Studio. I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Now, I'm looking here. Is this something good to evolve? No. I definitely don't want Goblin.
Get the Spellkin easily.
Yeah. That was also, again, least flashy pick, but I'm like, a lot of good 1-drops spells in Warlock, so I definitely like the Kobold Spellkin. Yeah, this is...
he had a very clucky hand this whole time. He just ended up not getting stuff.
Yeah, and Consume Magic, not necessarily the most mainstream inclusion, but definitely makes sense, and ended up working out here.
In carpet, it's strong.
Interestingly enough, the health buff kind of stuck because he took damage from first. So that was interesting, but not particularly exciting.
The Carpitian effect was gone, which was important.
Yeah, but I didn't have 1-drops. I was like, oh my god, all of my 1-drops are not going to have Rush now.
Spellkin.
Play the Spellkin because I have anything better to do. Get another Sinister Deal, I'm going to play that immediately.
Spellkin's pretty good in this deck, I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you include that, or have you considered including it?
After the match, I was like, maybe this is an inclusion in this archetype. I don't know.
Think about it.
The thing is, surprisingly enough, despite being a Highlander deck, there's so many cards you don't want to cut. I thought about it for a while and I ended up with Titanic, yeah. So I was thinking, obviously, Kobold is the one that goes most with me playing aggressively. But he has so much weapon stuff, if I want to protect a minion, Titanic's going to be really good. Yeah. And might force him to put more damage in his face by hitting into a big attack minion, potentially. Glademont here comes down, very important swing.
Slight mistake by not using hero power on his side there. He left that mana spot open.
Oh, right, yeah. Play the Knife Juggler,
also great
all the minions. It's a pretty good draw. I actually make a misplay myself here.
Yes.
And I juggle, hit. Instead of juggle.
Miss more damage yourself.
And I say, oops. Yeah. Because I'm aware of this.
That was
and like, the moment the second juggle hit the thing, I'm like, I could have attacked first.
That's exactly what it should have done.
So yeah, I mean, imagine we come down to like him being at 1 health, and I'm like, what in the world have I done?
Life at that point, exactly. But he just cannot find a card. Like, he can't do anything. He does the blade dance here. Not great.
Yeah. Question: wouldn't you want to play dance first before you hit? Maybe I don't know. So I'm seeing Sea Giant. So Voidwalker's free. I'll play that. Sea Giant. Okay, play that.
It is absolutely ginormous.
And this is another one of those situations where I could have very easily soulfired his face. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this for when it's lethal.
Sure. But again, you see once again he gets nothing. So Lemonade, classic example of drawing dead for an entire game with the Demon Hunter.
I mean, I guess the obvious play here is Spectral Sight.
Yeah, he has to draw him.
Right, I think he plays Spectral Sight and Skull.
Because he has nothing here.
Yeah, so that was
he picks up two Warglaves, I remember that.
Very bad draw on his part.
For the entire game, so nothing.
And concedes.
There. And you pick up the room with the Warlock as was planned, I would imagine. Yes. You kind of pencil it in your game plan. You went up 2-1. And now it was down to Warrior. So you had to win with the old Warrior.
Exactly. I'm looking at the Warrior and I'm like, okay, you can do this.
You should do it. Play the Pirates. You've seen it happen before.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely know how this deck plays roughly. I'm not perfectly certain about some of the weapon stuff.
Yeah.
Which is obviously also where it distinguishes itself most from quote-unquote generic aggro deck. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a couple of points there where I'm like, do I weapon something here?
I'll walk you through if I see something. I don't remember exactly. There might have been some slightly dubious things, but I think you did play them.
Me playing Warrior is the most interesting to me here as well, because Highlander Hunter I also didn't have a huge amount of experience with, but I know how to play Midnight Hunter and I know how to play Highlander decks, so just kind of...
And there's the mirror, of course. Lemonade does have the Enrage Warrior.
Yeah.
Whereas you have Pirates.
Ooh, he has Skipper and Bomb Wrangler on hand.
On hand, yeah.
And he ditches them.
He kicked all of it, yeah.
That's... So I see Sky Raider and Parachute Brigand, and I'm already happy.
Yeah, and then you draw...
Oh yeah, I kept Corsair Cash and upgrade because I was like, if I can Corsair Cash into an Anchor and then upgrade it, that's going to be really good.
Exactly. And then you pick up the
Dark, and like...
And then, what did I say?
I'm like, Alex always says it's the best one-drop in this deck.
One
Like,
in the deck.
but I really want to play Sky Raider and Brigand. I'm like...
Both of them.
I have a coin.
Both of them. This is the best turn 1 you could possibly make in this deck. If you have the coin. If you don't have the coin, it's just Gnark. But this is the phenomenal play.
And I'm like, oh, Blessed Raider. That goes well with Corsair Cash, Gnark. Maybe Gnark and up.
Yeah, this deck can pop off if we get synergies for sure. See,
And-
Armor Smith, of course, is an important card.
Yeah,
for
I see Armor Smith and I'm like, oh, God. This is my one weakness.
This needs to be taken out, yeah.
So I'm looking at this and it's like, well,
There's another weapon.
there's nothing I can do, so Corsair Cash. Draw a weapon.
Fear the Reaper. Can't play it right now, but it's fine because you will get a weapon anyway next turn, and then
I
you
think
have
I trade the Pirates off. That's one of those plays I'm not certain about, but I'm like, I might as well not give him all the minions.
I think it's alright.
And
now look how you set up for next turn already. You have 2 big pirates coming up with the free weapon.
So, exactly, and that's where you, of course, see the weapon has 3 attack. So, I can either play Raider and Corsair,
Or upgrade.
or upgrade Raider and Corsair, and have the Raider have 1 more attack as well. And if I upgrade, I can actually kill the Armor Smith.
So it's the correct one.
So I'm like, upgrade.
Yeah.
I wanted that upgrade for like a Reaper or an Empire, but I'm like,
It's fine.
opportunities there.
Might as well make the tempo play, and you should probably with that Armor Smith and the Challenger.
Yeah, so I take out the Armor Smith, knowing that I don't want him to gain a lot of armor. Quote unquote wasting some face damage, but the armor that I'm taking off of him is kind of equivalent to that. And he rampages there, very big minion.
Those are big thing. There's a Serpent Egg.
I don't think I'm particularly worried about the egg at this point.
But that's a good one. That's a Charger, and you have a lot of damage that can just go wide open.
Yeah, so I'm like, obviously I don't want to play Hit Pillager now.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that for once I have at least killed 1 weapon. So I'm like, I guess I'll take the Charger. And there's me taking out the Challenger. I thought about it a little bit, and I'm like, the most...
At this point, I might have gone all go.
See, and that's exactly it. Sometimes I have a hard time judging those.
This one I would have, because he has a small hand, he made a kind of awkward play before then. When it gets to enrage the egg.
So I took the trade there. I think there's a similar situation later where I do go face. And both times I felt a little bit awkward. So,
Here clears everything off, gets a Serpent on the hand.
yeah.
You still have weapon to kill that thing off, and you have your pillar.
I think here might be where I go face. I'm not sure. I see Captain, and I'm like, I don't necessarily want to play Pillager right now. I'd rather have it with a Reaper or an Anchor than with the Fiery War Axe. So if I clear the board, he can't directly kill the Captain.
No.
And I'll have the buff on at least 1 pirate, right? Effectively, I'm playing a 4.
Most correct play. And look at his hand, so clunky. There's a Wrangler with nothing. All he can play is a Dread.
He plays the Corsair.
which is gross.
So here I am again. And here is where I make a play
Sack the cat.
that I feel weird about, but I feel like it's correct in the situation.
Yeah, I feel like it is because you're so immediately trying to damage.
Yeah.
So, if you run the Reaper in there, you're sacking 3 points damage. That's
Because the Sky Rider has 1 less attack.
yeah, that is correct. But over time, it's tough to get that back.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was cool.
So I'm thinking like, okay, I'd much rather have the weapon hit in there, and I don't have that many pirates on hand.
Yeah.
Again, sometimes looking at my hand with those synergy cards, I'm like, yes, it's a synergy card, but like, how much am I gonna get out of it right now?
There's not a swarm of pirates there. So right now, you have a pretty straightforward plan. Smack, 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 get a weapon back, and play pirates.
Yeah, I'm like,
Do damage.
I'm thinking like,
And you saw his last couple of turns, like you know his hand is.
yeah, and I'm literally just looking at I'm like, okay, he can put up minions, as long as it's not taunts, I can just hit him in the face with the weapon a lot, play the Horde Pillager, hit him in the face with the weapon more.
Exactly.
And if I get an Arcanine Reaper back, I'm pretty much have lethal over like a couple of turns. I think if I wait, if I get the Fiery Works, it's not quite lethal. But even then, I can sneak in some damage here and there. So I'm feeling, despite how even it looks because of the weapon. I feel actually rather good about this.
Brute was, of course, a good play here, and I think you make a pretty good draw. Yeah, with another pirate.
I think I just barge and captain
You
here.
barge captain. And
Once again, being very wasteful with my captains, but I just don't need them in this situation.
Pirate at this point. And here's where you go, I think. Oh, you take trade. Okay. Actually, I like it.
Yeah, so this,
I like that one.
This is one of those, do I take 5 damage now? Or do I take 5 damage every single turn?
Or you preserve 5 damage because you keep your stuff alive. So I like that one. And you know you're getting more pirates down, that Skybarge and that captain will help out.
Yeah. And
there's even a Bloodsail Raider.
Yeah, Bloodsail. I'm like, okay, play the Raider first, gets all of the attack.
All of them.
Then I realize I probably should have, if I'm gonna
if you kill the bomber first,
I should have probably done that first.
Yeah, with the cap.
So once again, small misplay on my part. I realized it after I took the hit. I'm like, oh.
But everything lines up perfectly. You get a weapon back, you get your armor, perfect mana cost. And
get
and
the Reaper of all things.
Skybarge in the face, he's fearing the Reaper, and he draws once again another dead card. So this was...
I could have gotten a taunt out of it, I guess, but that's still the best case. That's not much.
Trek Corsair.
Alright, I thought it was actually a surprisingly good pirate for facing off against weapons.
Unluckily or unfortunately, a little bit too late. He needs the Goblin Bomb to juggle 4 into the Corsair, or it's all over. And with that, it was over. He didn't have okay, do we have to say this? The last 2 games, Lemonade's draw has been or was just incredibly unlucky. He got, with the Demon Hunter and the Warrior, he got nothing the entire time. And that's sometimes how it goes with decks like this that are just a bit more reliant on draw. You don't have necessarily full hand most of the time, and you kind of need cards in a particular order to work out.
Yeah.
You need certain cards at all.
And of course, the last match, I just incredibly lucked out with all those Corsairs and with the Raiders.
Yeah. You got that was a great display for that deck, for that Pirate Warrior, and how crazy it could go.
And with the Bloodsail Raiders, like every time when I have like a 6 attack weapon, I get
the right
like,
movement.
Thanks, I will take it.
Got every pirate exactly the way it needed. So that was great. That was great.
But then again, in the match that I lost, I also felt like there is a draw in my deck that can turn this around, and I did not get it. I mean, I did end up actually turning it around anyways for a brief spell, but I just was overwhelmed.
That's great. So thank you for watching. JJ's moving on. 3, 2, 1 over Lemon.
I'm coming for you.
The opponent of Goblin Ivan 26 in the next round, which should be fun. But thank you for watching. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the Discord server. And we're gonna see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.